Tara and Andy's film reviews on OurGamers.co.uk.
Hi everyone, it is time for another film review with me, Tara Malik, and
me, Andy Baines.
So this time, oh my goodness, have we got a good one for you. It is Alita Battle Angel, classified 12A. The director is Robert Rodriguez, starring in this Rosa Salazar. Absolutely love this. She's brilliant, can I just say. Christoph Waltz, Jennifer Connelly, just to name a few names there. A little bit of a name drop. Genre of the film, action, adventure, romance. Oh yeah, that is that side to this one as well. And the running time is 2 hours and 2 minutes. So what is this all about? Let me tell you. A deactivated female cyborg is revived but cannot remember anything of her past life and goes on a quest to find out who she is.
All right.
Man, it builds and builds and builds in this one. Story script, Andy. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's really well done. It moved at a decent pace.
I got that as well.
I disliked a decision they made, and then they kind of
rectified it and
changed it. So
a few people said the same.
Yeah.
And I kind of agree.
This is definitely...
I was like, but then it makes sense to do it that way. So I do agree.
Yeah, definitely one that's going to stand out for her. The story is a bit of different from the norm.
Yes. There was great escalation. The pace helped with that as well. The pace was, I thought, really good. Nice twists in it. And I can't wait to find out more. They do set it up at the end. I wanted answers. Unfortunately, you do not get them at the end. So I want this sequel ASAP. Get it done.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I've got so many questions yet to be answered. So they need to get on with it. Action. I feel. Oh, before I forget, real good lines and quotes. Sorry, that was part of story and script. My notes are really scribbly. I rewrote them, but I re-scribbled them, so they're not that good. So bear with me. But yes, real good lines and quotes in this, especially from Alita as well. She got some things to say. So listen, and listen good. Action. Love.
Same. Yeah, no complaints. It was great when it happened. The fights were great. The chases were great.
I liked it.
When there wasn't action.
I love, I mean, it was a good blend of story, and I love how she discovers more of her skills and abilities. You know, it's not just she can suddenly, well, she kind of can suddenly do it, but she still is learning what she can and can't do with her body. So when it does happen, when the action happens. So fantastic fight choreography. Like, I could watch that all day long. Like, honestly, it's so good. And I feel like you've got a note that you drew that you might want to say right now.
I draw a tent with an arrow pointing in it.
I got it. I was like, it's intense. Which it is. It's so good. I love it. Like, I freaking love it.
Yeah, definitely.
And the battle arena scene for the sport.
Race.
Yeah, the sport that's played in this. Ooh! Love that one as well. I mean, it looked good in the trailer, and I was definitely not disappointed seeing it in the film, so I was quite happy with that as well.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I remember I wasn't, like, super psyched and excited for talking about the trailer for the film, but I definitely enjoyed it.
I was.
Definitely walked out enjoying it.
But it's one of those things, it's like the trailer's so good. Oh, you see, I haven't.
Yeah.
It's based off a manga, and people are saying that it's actually delivered. It's finally delivered, where you've transitioned it from that into a film.
It's done well.
A live action film, and it has done really well. You've got Ghost in the Shell, you've got Ready Player One. I would definitely put this above those. No doubt. Like, I would. Ooh, are we going to differ on that one?
No, Ready Player One wasn't a manga, is all I was going to say.
No. But films like this that have been adapted into film. And it's like they were good films, don't get me wrong. Like, I really, 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 really love these films. But I love this one. Like, Alita Battle Angel, that is, yes, right up my alley. Love it. I think that's all I've got for action. Just well dispersed and well done. CGI shots and IMAX, what have you got?
It was great in IMAX, I'm going to say that right.
Oh my goodness, straight away, wow. Just wow.
IMAX isn't like really a preference, and 3D doesn't really stand out that well with most films to me, but this one done a really good job of it.
Oh gosh. It was a decision. It was like, we have to see this in IMAX. And thankfully it wasn't 3D as well. And I loved it. It was just such a great experience. So if you do get the chance to see this film in IMAX in 3D, spend a little extra and do it, because it is definitely worth the experience for sure.
I've got a note for Believable for the CGI and the amount of like attention to detail in the background. I'm assuming like a heck of a lot of it is going to be CGI.
Yeah,
they've done really well.
Like they've got their extras and stuff, and they've got a few bits of the set, I guess, are done. But to create this whole world and the depth and all the people in it and everything, the buildings, the feel, the atmosphere, and again, yeah, just definitely building on what you've said, insanely great CGI. It's so seamless between the human and the cyborg side. The design for Alita, she looks so real.
Any like, cyborgs in there were believable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, it's come such a long way, this whole CGI thing. It's fantastic, and the detail, again, it is insane. They have some really stunning shots in this film too. So again, it's visually amazing. The action is fantastic. The story is great. What more can I say, really? Cast and characters would be the next stage. Andy?
Yep, all believable, all quite happy with that. You dislike the ones you're supposed to dislike, you like the ones you're supposed to like.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy with the casting.
It's such a gritty world, isn't it? It's such a dog-eat-dog world as well. Like, even peeps that you would imagine should work together or could work together, they just don't. It's a dog-eat-dog world. You know, you got to do it for yourself, and that's the end of it at the end of the day. So, but I love all the various like cyborg designs that they've got there. The cast is great, like I can't complain. Alita, do not mess with her, and I love her as a character. She's so naive and innocent, having no memory of her past, like what happened, who she is, and just the progression of her throughout the film, her growing, adapting, learning. She's such a likable character, and I definitely felt with her and felt for her. So again, that was brilliant performance there. As Pan's character design as well, that back, like that one shot of his back, I don't know if you remember. Like, I'm not forgetting that image. That was just amazing. Hugo, on the other hand, he's kind of okay.
As I say, you dislike the characters you're not supposed to like.
Like, oh, you didn't like Hugo?
Nah, I didn't like
him. He's not a popular, like, people don't, I don't know. I feel like he wasn't complete. Like, I just feel like it wasn't, you kind of like him. No. You kind of, okay, maybe not. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you're welcome to your own opinions. I wasn't fond of the character.
I don't love his character. He's obviously put there for a reason. He plays his part, and that's the end of it, I guess. But
it was still a better love story than Twilight.
Yeah, everyone's always going to say that. But some choices that were made were a bit like, really? Are you really going to do that? I'm going to get really angry about it. So let's move on to costumes and set design.
It's all set futuristic and dystopian kind of thing.
Exactly.
And it's all like worn down. I was
going to use that word.
I don't know how much of it's CGI and how much of it is an actual set. So yeah. I'm going to say the set and the costumes, from what we could tell, were just spot on.
Yeah. I love it.
You're totally believable. Again,
love it.
Use that word again.
It's set like, 300 years after a war sort of thing. So you've got people living below, these elites that are like living on top that you don't even know, can't see, can't get to. But, you know, it's just, I love the costumes. I love the look and the feel of it all. The various, like I said, the cyborg designs and the transitions and upgrades that are made throughout the film as well, for certain characters. And they've just done a really good job with the world. It is in its own right quite beautiful, like the way they've done it, and it's just, you know, it's just got its own charm.
I think it was done with like a labour of love. The amount of detail that's gone into this, they've obviously wanted to take pride and do it well, you know, do it good, do it justice. They have done in my eyes.
Definitely. I just, set design, can't complain. It's one of those films, again, it's just, it's finally like it's come to screen and it hasn't disappointed. You've got all these various aspects, you break it down and you're like, well, actually, no, that was good, and actually, yeah, that was good. Okay, so it's got a few faults here and there. Every film probably will. It's very rare that you come across a film that's completely perfect. It is very rare. However, this film is really good, so can't really complain too much. And I am in love with Alita's design, basically. Just wow, so well done and detailed. Like, again, that was crazy. And then in 3D, I was like, wow. So, yeah. Randoms? Manga done right. But then that's something I've heard. I've heard it from quite a few people. I wouldn't know because I haven't seen the original, but it seems to be pleasing a lot of peeps.
I honestly can't remember. I saw it so long ago that I can't really judge it, but from what I
again,
agree,
yeah,
I've
quite a few
heard
people.
good things.
Yeah,
Also, the music and sound was spot on and really well done. And in the IMAX screen where we were sitting, it almost felt like we were in 4DX sometimes. The bass and the explosions. The seats were vibrating as if you were moving about.
I felt that as well. Definitely.
Of course you did. You're lighter than me. You would have gone flying.
I was like, right. So the final section is rate.
I didn't write a score.
I'm curious now.
9.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I might have to bump mine up then.
No, do what you want.
Well, the thing is, I was going with an 8, but then I thought, am I going too low?
My was because I was saying definitely an 8. Will it be a 9?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The thing is, you have more complaints than me, and you've given it a 9, so I feel like I should give it a 9.
What complaints did I have? I wasn't fond on. Yeah, but he was a character you weren't supposed to like.
No. But that's the thing. Like, he didn't bother me as much as you. And I initially was thinking an 8. So I'm going to say a 9. No. I'm thinking 9.
Okay, I'm not complaining about the character.
I just was knocking it down a bit because...
I'm not complaining about the character or the actor. I'm saying he's a character you're not supposed to like. I'm not saying that the character was bad.
Well, no, he's not. Well...
I'm just saying. Didn't like him. I'm not saying he's a bad character. He's a good character. They've done well with him. I'm just saying that he's not a character I didn't like.
Fair dues?
Yeah.
Well, I still have as a note here, fantastic, bring on the sequel ASAP. Lovely story, great action, left me wanting more. So, you know what, Andy? I'm giving it a 9 as well. The rate it has gotten, someone out there cares. I'm sure someone out there will eventually care what rate I have to give
No, I only
film.
said that because you were like, you know what, Andy?
The rate it's gotten is a 7.6, so a little bit on the lower end, but it is close to an 8.
I imagine maybe it's not everyone's cup of tea. But it's going to stand out. But
the thing is, a lot of people have actually given it a full 10 out of 10.
Yeah, if you like this sort of film, if you've seen the trailer and thought, it looks all right, you're probably going to really love it. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. I mean, if you look at it, because I looked at the trailer and was like, that's all right. We'll obviously go and see it.
Yeah.
But
I saw it and thought, this looks really good, but I still was skeptical. Like, I don't want to get my hopes up, but it was brilliant. So.
Fine.
So, the thing is, I want the sequel now.
Until next time.
I want it now. I don't want to wait how many years.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks to Cineworld Festival Leisure Park Basildon for the best experience around.